how are you? I hope you'll be fine. So today our topic is how Amazon sellers and online businesses legally cut their taxes. First of all, like my video and subscribe my channel for more informative videos and press the bell icon to updates and we can explain more these ideas. And we have all type of strategies that you need. So there has been much excessive of the anti-trusted and policy choices that have led to the corporate the concentration we are seeing today. But there is less analysis of how other neoliberal policy moves have fueled over the monetary problem. This is especially true for our tax system, which local and the federal policymaker have systematically structured in a way that depends the concentration of the corporate power. Meanwhile, smaller competitors bears their fair share of their tax burden. So even as they are being crushed by the outsized corporation, making our tax system fairer would help small business, which are essential for robust economies, community well-being, and the healthy democracies, and compete on a more level playing field. So we open the brief by examining the significance of the corporate tax advantage in the emergence of one of the country's most powerful monopolies, Amazon. The second section delves into example of our West tax code. So Amazon dominance was built on tax dodging. So when Jeff Bezos is launched Amazon in 1995, he made the securing government favors a core part of his strategies. So chief among these favors was lucrative tax advantage and largely unavailable to his competitors, especially small independent business. So this disparate tax treatment gave Amazon a pivotal early edge over rivals on the online market. Ever since it has continued to finance Amazon dominance, supplying billions of the dollars in free cash flow that the rich gained. He has used to fund the predatory pricing and systematically selling key goods and service below cost to monopolize market and the equation designs to the thrower. So here's the thrower competitions. Amazon has proven to be one of the tougher exploiters to our tax codes, and Jeff Bezos is the arguably the first CEO that devised a market domination strategy built especially on tax dodging. For these reasons, Amazon provides a particularly clear example of the confluence of tax policy and monetary power. As such, the tracing is path dominance through the tax system offers a roadmap for understanding how harmful paid policies has fueled out the monitoring problem. So next, the opening salvo of Bezos tax strategies was locating Amazon's first headquarters in the Washington and instead of California to avoid sales tax in populous states. As he explained in 1996, it has to be in a small state. In the mail order business, you must charge sales tax to customers who live in any state where you have a business presence. We thought about the Bay Area, which is the single best source for technical talent, but it did not pass the small state tax. We could not overstate how much their sales tax advantage drove Amazon's growth during its first 2 decades, while the preclouding the growth of the competitors in the e-commerce market in the early periods. Most of common likely online competitions were brick and the mortar retailers, but no matter how aggressively they pursued e-commerce, these retailers were hamstrung by having to collect the sale taxes, and typically 5 to 10% provide from their online customers, while in most cases Amazon did not. This was due to 1992 United States Supreme Court's ruling their block states from the imposing sales tax collecting on retailers that lacked nexus on a physical presence in the states. So independent booksellers is a letter joined by the big chains and chains the campaign raised the vigorously for the Congress to level the playing field. The Amazon lobbyists defeated their efforts time and again. So here's the next session. We are estimated to telling the story of Amazon in terms of genuine and innovation. But Bezos, who started his career on Wall Street, succeed in no small part by leveraging the tax system to distort the playing field. It was nearly 20 years into this scheme before research began to measure its success, relying on credit card data and difference in when states extended sales tax into the Amazon, but it had the open and in state office or warehouse. A group of the commissions and economists conclude in 2024 that Amazon's ability to avoid the taxes and collection drove a significant share to its scales, and particularly for high price items, with the orders defined as the 250 and above. But the more telling evidence can be found in the extraordinary measure Amazon took to preserve this tax advantage, as Wall Street and general investing in 2021 showed. For example, that the Amazon is rated employees to the carries business cards of an Amazon subsidiary rather than Amazon.com, so they could not be tied to Amazon retail and operation, and ensured that their presence into a space would not trigger. As the Amazon is even here's the conclude from the state tax offices that it was operating a warehouse in Texas under reporting by the Dallas and the Morning News Express is. So as Amazon logistic growth accelerated, it began building more warehouse in more places, which made it harder to sidestep sales taxes and your company growth, development, and the subsidy. Amazon hired a term with expertise in extracting tax breaks and incentives from local official edges. The host warehouse with their promise of job creation. According to Good Job first prior to 2012, Amazon had not guaranteed more than 3 subsidy and deals in the US per year, but since 2012 it has secured as average than 19 per year. As July 2022, Amazon has been awarded at least $4.8 billion in local subsidies to help funds its expansion and undercut competitors. So those public dollars have helped Amazon build a package delivery operation that now rivals the US Postal Service in scale. In the last 5 years alone, Amazon added over 275 million secure feet of the warehouse and shipping facilities in the North America, is the mainly in the US, more than tripling its logistic footprint. Much of this is thanks for our taxpayer dollars. By the nurturing Amazon growth with these subsidies, policymakers have helped and tech gained crush smaller business that have been paying their fair share only to see their tax dollars, and business that have been paying their fair share only to see their tax dollars to funds. And Amazon has also been strictly the corporations and your shell companies which transfer profit to the subsidies based in countries like the Luxembourg and the lucrative tax haven in 2021. So Amazon in European operations generated 51 billion euros in sales, but paid no European income taxes. Is the arrangements with the Amazon as from to illegal state aids that violate competition policy by favoring one company over others. However, the Commission has yet to make an effective case to the court. So I hope you understand. Thanks for watching this video. Like my video and subscribe my channel for more informative videos. Goodbye.